Hi there, it's Derpy Moose 99. The pig timer is set, and I have a fresh coffee, and I'm not feeling too bad today, so I think what we'll do is we'll do an episode of Banished with megamod 9, and this is going to be episode 3 of series 3, which I've entitled Jake the Dog Town. So, before we get started here, I just want to point out I was really struggling with this thing down here. It's called a pine chopper. And I couldn't click on it and it wouldn't remove and all kinds of stuff. And I think Grace said that the hitbox was off slightly on the fishing dog down here, and maybe it's the same thing for the pine chopper. And I played around with it, and I've been practicing, so that only happened. It only took me 2 tries there. But I had to click all over the place and to get this thing. So hopefully I can at least turn it off. And let's see. See? No. Nope, that's not that. Oh, I wonder if the hitbox is overlapped with... I'll tell you what, let's just experiment. I'm going to duplicate this stockpile. So let's do this. Oh, that looks like it's just going to get the stockpile. Well, anyways, we're a step ahead because we can click on it. Okay, so I'm not going to dwell on that, but thanks, Grace, for the hint about the hitbox being off. Okay, let's do a bit of a State of the Nation. We do have a town arrival here. If we look at our 5-year food graph, kind of leveling off a bit. So, but if we look at our gatherer, we still have room for 1 more, and we only have 1 person in the hunting cabin. Also, I was thinking about this fishing dock down here. Now, when we did our original Jack and Jill start, I think this fishing dock was okay for insurance, but I don't necessarily like the look of it, and it's now kind of in a bad place, so I'm going to nuke that right out of there. And I think what I want to do is... Let's see. Well, you know what? Let's run. And I have to be aware that I don't have too many people right now. But let's run a road down. Say something like that. Let's make sure it's straight. And let's do a little mini dock setup down here. Okay, let's have to remember where we are here. So something like that. Yeah, we have a little stockpile over there. That's not too bad. So we'll let that build, and maybe I'll do a trader, like a dock trader, maybe a dock wood finder, and see if we can find a spot for fish. It looks like a nice circle here. Or maybe over this way. I haven't really decided where my trader is going to go. But if I look at the lake here, this is a nice sort of fairly straight stretch here. So maybe that could be where the bulk of our trading docks go. Although that point is good for fish. Okay. Let's see, our lumber cutter has come up. So I was thinking about schools here. So if you go early game school, you take a bit of a 3 to 5 year delay, you know, where you don't have an increase in workers. You just have all your kids, you know, growing up and then going to school. But I think it's good to do that early. So I think let's get this lumber cutter going and put a school in. And if it kind of lags, or if there's not much action and stuff like that, I'll just pause the game and fast forward a bit. Yeah, but let's take that approach. Early school, let's get a dock going. Dock trader. It's probably all we can do for the next little while. Okay, so I think we have enough. We have 268 firewood for now, so let's maybe pause the chopper here. Yeah, that'll give us a person to work on the wood, or on the lumber, I should say. And still give us a... Oh no, how come that doesn't... Okay. don't know what I thought I clicked or didn't click, but anyways, let's put a person in there. And we are building this firewood yard here. So once that's up, we can get rid of our little tiny chopper. Tools are at 28. We have 100 stones, 75 logs. We have 2 people working in the forest there. They seem to be doing okay for us so far. Okay, so there's our village firewood yard. Let's zoom in on our little chopper here. Thank you for your service. And we could probably clear that off. And let's keep an eye on our lumber here and see how many we get. Now we probably just shut that guy down. Not off to a great start derp-wise here. Missed clicking, forgetting to click. Let's see if we can pick up the pace a little bit here. So if that's going to be our market, probably what I want to do is put our school in right about there. Oh no, Alessica has died of old age. That is one of our original town folks. In fact, if I look here, where are they? Oh, maybe down here? Yeah, Alessica was the original father of our town. Karis is still hanging in there, so... Well, thank you for your service. May you rest in peace. Okay, we don't have any lumbers right now. I was going to say we don't have any laborers right now, but somebody just grew up, so great. So where does that put us on housing here if we have a look? We have somebody about to turn 10. So we may need another house. You might want that one in town here. No, I think we can do another log cabin here. So that'll be our last graduate to early adulthood, and then everybody else we should put into a school, I think. Assuming we get this built in time. It's funny, my voice still hasn't fully recovered from whatever bug I had there. Every time I think that my voice is okay, I start talking and it gets rough again, so I'll try and do as best I can here. If it bothers you, I'm sorry, but I kind of want to put some more episodes in before I forget what's going on here. Okay. Now, food is not bad for right now. So maybe I'll take one person out of the gathering hut. Just to give us 2 and 2 on the builders and the laborers. But make sure I keep an eye on that because I don't want to run out of food. Okay, I prioritize the school. That's why the cabin's being built first. Loving it. Loving it. Okay, our road's built down here, but our dock connector's not. Okay, there's our house. In case anybody hasn't seen the way I play before, in the early game I've got these houses up so I can keep it a quick view of how the kids are coming along. But once we get a certain size here, I'll just close all that down. Probably after we get our first wave of graduates from school. Okay. And I close the lumber, but we've got 24 lumber so far. halfway to what we need for the school. So why is nobody working on this school? Nobody want to go to school? It's putting your kids in daycare. Come on now. Oh, there's our dock section. Do a little quick power level. Okay, and we'll slowly build these one at a time here. These storehouses are awesome. That one's got quite a bit of stuff in it. It's only about a fifth full. Okay, firewood's coming down. It's early summer. Yeah, I'm gonna take one person out to do firewood here. Maybe we'll make the limit 400 and try and bulk up a bit. These guys in Forester are doing pretty good, so I'm gonna up their limit to 200 logs. Food is decreasing, but we're not in danger yet. Looks like Alan may beat the school's construction, so that's okay. There's a place we're up here. Okay, now I'm gonna do like 58 priorities here. In a totally angry, petulant kind of way. Somebody please build the frickin' school. Come on, kids. Now let's go 2 laborers, 1 builder. How about that? Okay, dock section's building. Okay, more angry priorities. Am I missing something here? Do we have enough? Like, I know we don't have quite enough lumber, but we certainly have the logs and the stone here. And they're not even removing what's there. Sometimes software hates me, but hopefully not this time. Okay, now that's just silly. Let's try this again and take that out. Okay. Okay, and I'll try and restrain myself. Only going to do 1 priority. Okay, we do have 2 laborers, right? Okay, I don't think I have anything else building. Our stockpiles are all built. The only thing maybe is over here. So you know what? Let's cancel the removal for now. You two. What's going on here? Okay, so I'll cancel all that. Fishing dock's gone. I think this is the only thing there is for them to work on, other than that 1 dock section. And that takes like a couple logs. Alrighty then. And it says 1 person's assigned. I've never actually had to play around with this assignment before, but let's see if anything actually happens. Okay, do a cancel removal. That might have been the cause. I had here all those logs set for removal. All right, let's acquire focus here. There we go. Okay, so that was just my derp of assigning all those logs for pickup. I've never seen it written anywhere, but it seems like if you prioritize something and then prioritize something else and then prioritize something else, I think it actually puts it into a list. So I must have prioritized those log removals. So it was saying, yeah, we'll get to the school, but only after we do your first priority request. Yeah, that's my theory anyways. And we're out of tools. Well done. Well done, Derpy. Doing well so far. And our log production's pretty good, so let's make our tool limit 100 and sort of see if we can salt a few away here. Of course, assuming running out of tools doesn't kill all of us. Well, we're working on this now. We've made 52 lumber. This is good. You know, I wonder, I still have this workshop down here. Why don't we put 2 blacksmiths in? Just to see if that can prevent us all from dying, which I think would be good. Oh, yeah. And we did have Alan graduate there, so now we have another 9-year-old. All right. Well, good news is a couple more people won't be able to go to school. Or sorry, that's the bad news. The good news is we're going to get a couple of laborers, so. All right, let's make some tools. Whoever did these little buildings did a good job, I think. All right, we're partway to the school now. We have 6 tools in inventory. 17, okay, we can take this guy out now. Well, I guess having a backup blacksmith is never a bad thing. Okay, finally we're going on our school here. And we have... Glasses are off again, but I think that's and in there. So let's build our 6-log cabin. You have to unpause it. Honestly, I haven't been drinking this morning. I don't know why I'm making so many goofy derps here. Okay, our dock is shaping up. I think I'll add another section there. Okay, there is our school. Let's see if this is a good time. Yeah, we have 6-year-old and 8-year-old. You know, I better put a teacher in there because if I try and play it too coy with the 8-year-old and wait, I'll probably derp out and forget. So let's put somebody in the school. Now, look at our food here. It's not awful. So I think I'll leave that for now. Let's get this log cabin built. Go to 2 and 1 in the builder laborer. Here's our 3rd dock section. Yeah, what do we want for storage here? What does a big one cost? 50. Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah, let's put that in. Yeah, Karis is still hanging in there. Go, girl. Go, girl. Okay, we got our school. 7 to 7 for homes and families. Yeah, aspiration as far as a fishing dock. So something about there would get that circle fully in the water. But if we put our trading docks over here, yeah, you know what? I think it's, oh, look at that. That kind of fits perfectly with that shoreline there. Pause that so nobody dies building it. Okay, so it's the middle one and over. Steady hand now. Okay. Okay for houses, in fact. We may have an extra one shortly, sadly, but that'll be okay. Yeah, down here, I think we can finally remove these things. Yeah, I think I still want to try this experiment of getting that stockpile cleared. And then see if we can find how to delete that. Because it's good we can click on it now. But I want to kind of delete it for future builds. Yeah, there we go. I just find that bizarro. Alrighty. Stop dwelling on that. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Okay. Building on our dock slowly here. We're just doing this piece at a time so we don't lose people by stranding them out on a section of dock that has no connection. Okay, we have a student now. This is good. Oh, it's okay, Jake. Settle down, buddy. Jake the dog is hanging out in the background. He's urfing at something here. There's some bears running through our area here. Is that what you're barking at, Jake? Are you barking at the bears? Good boy. Okay. This might be a fairly quiet episode here. We're going through that lull where anybody that graduates is going in here, so we really only have 3 people to sort of move around here, and shortly we're going to have to put some of them back into food production, but now let's get our dog piece going here. And the firewood's not doing awesome, is it? I think we might put another one of these, what are they called? Village firewood yards. Let's see if we can find it here. Yeah, let's get that one going. What I'm thinking is we'll put a dock trader in and probably not buy a ton of stuff to start with, but maybe have it as emergencies, pick up the odd seed, that kind of thing. But we'll need firewood. Or maybe I think we have, if we look at our inventory here, yeah, we got the usual 200 million tons of flowers thing going on. So what we can do is maybe put 1 perfumery in or something like that, just to get some trade goods going. And to start with, I can probably just trade the flowers and the fodder thatch just directly. Okay, there's our firewood yard. Let's get that guy going. How much lumber have we produced? 64. Let's let that keep plugging away so we can build our marketplace, which needs 70 here. Okay, we're getting closer to our dock fishery here, one at a time. Patience is. Okay, tools are 80. We'll take that person out there, the blacksmith. Alrighty. I think we'll go 2 laborers and 1 builder. We're almost at the fishing dock. Now, what do we want to do for houses down here? Of course, we can't build it yet because we don't really have anybody to move into it, but dock housing, dock house. Oh, wow. Now, does this go on land or does this go on the dock? It goes on water. Well, why don't we try one of those? I am going to try and make myself do different things rather than my tried and true, so. I think we're here. Yeah, we're only 1 away now. Okay, we have babies being born, which is good. We have an empty cabin here. Yeah, that's a mother of our colony is now passed. She did an awesome job for us. I think I'd be proud if this is what my family accomplished. Okay, and we are built to the fishery. So I think what I'll do here too is I'll do the usual small storage right by the fish. As I said, I was going to do something different, but it won't be this. This will be the same as I usually do it. And I don't really want to turn this fish dock on right away. This is more or less if we derp out, or if I derp out, I should say, and we need food in a hurry. Now, I wonder if I built a market here on the dock, how far that circle goes. And the circle's pretty big. That would actually encompass the forest node there. And it's just outside of the fish. I think that's a go then. We'll do that. Maybe not just yet, but let's get the actual fishery going here. Okay, we have a 14-year-old or 15-year-old student. Oh, there we go. The fishing dock is starting to come up. Slow motion ducks, all good. Oh, they seem like they're going faster today. Lots of room to build over here. So I don't know if we want more forest nodes, or maybe if we can get a seed, maybe we'll do a combination of maybe some dense tree farms just for trading and firewood and stuff. And then a few fields. Be nice to get an early animal. Usually I don't get animals early, but beef or something. I have concluded too that in this game chickens are the spawn of the devil. That sound in the last couple of series was driving me crazy, so if we put in chickens here, it's going to be somewhere way over in the side of the map that won't drive me crazy. Because at this point in life, driving me crazy isn't really much of a drive. I could probably walk there if I tried. Okay, fishery's coming up. Food's still hanging in there, that's okay. Okay, there's our fishery. We'll turn you off. Now, where's our lower section? This guy here. Right there. And we usually put stairs in. There. So, let's see if I did that right. Who are you just hanging out in the dock here? You're a woodcutter. Get to work. Standing around on the dock. Alrighty then. Oh, we're at 400, that's why. And our logs are low, so how about you don't work in the firewood yard, but you work in the forester. Now, maybe we'll take the lumber cutter out. And we still haven't really made enough for this market yet, but we don't have the logs, so take you out of there. And let's fully staff up this forester here. Let's make sure we don't run out of logs. Of course, that's why our storage isn't building on the dock down here too. Building these docks will use a lot of logs, so that's probably why we ran out. We can probably collect a few out of here as well too. I think that was the original plan. Stone's still holding steady. We still got 68 tools. No coats, but I doubt we have very much leather. How much leather do we have here? By name. 4 leather, that's enough for 1 coat, I think. So I don't think we'll bother with that. Food's doing okay. Other than derping around, misclicking and stuff, this is kind of going too well so far. I don't know, every time I think it's going too well, I think about putting in Nomad Well and summoning some nomads. But I don't think I'm going to do that this time. Maybe. Okay, there's our dock storage. So we don't have any houses down here, but the houses in the forest node are close enough for now. So if we need that fishing dock. Right now we're at 5 hearts though, so the thing about the gatherers is they do a good job of a balanced diet. So if we actually look in here, onions, honey, root, blueberries, wild seeds, ginger, rose hips. I mean, we're getting a pretty good balance of food groups out of there. And then with the hunter, of course. What are we getting out of the hunter these days? Venison, duck, and feathers. Cool. You know, I wonder if we should put a reed farm in. Maybe get a few survival coats or something going. Of course, we don't really have the people yet. Although I think we just had some recent graduates, did we? Yeah, 17-year-old forester there. 17-year-old student there. This person here. Oh, and this house is full again. Ha! Complete lack of attention, but we're gonna have somebody. 17-year-old student should turn into an adult soon. Okay, let's try and remember where that housing set was. Was it here, 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 dock house? Put a little gap like that. Why don't we build that there? Now it looks like it has a dock section as part of it. So we'll just see if this is reachable. But keep an eye on it in case people get stranded or something. Food is still slowly coming down, so let's maybe put a person back in. You know what? Let's put another person in the hunter. And we have enough for 2 laborers and 2 builders. Yeah. Okay, so that person did graduate into a hunter. So next houses we're going to need here is a couple of one 14-year-old. And an 11-year-old there. Okay, so we only need 1 house at the moment. We probably could consider about houses over here too. But I think the one on the dock is a priority. So maybe get this market going after this house comes up. And where would we want to put a dock trader here? So if we look at this, we'll put houses maybe over to the left. We want to stay out of this fishing circle. Oh, you know, maybe the other thing we want to put in is some kind of wood finder. Driftwood scavenger. Yeah, this is the one that does logs or wood, firewood. That sounds kind of useful. So why don't we put one of those in? And I'm pretty sure that's out of the fishing circle. Yeah, we're okay. Okay, I can hear the pig taken away there. I couldn't hear it on the video, guys. Let me know if you guys can hear the pig timer ticking. I think this mic is fairly good at cutting out the background noise. Tone is a bit different here, but they look pretty cool if you look at them. Okay, there we have a driftwood scavenger. We have enough people. We want to go logs or firewood. We have lots of logs right now, so let's go firewood. It's good for the flexibility, though. Okay. And if we go down here, our fuel limit, let's pump that all the way up to 1,000. Actually rate him to 1,200. And oh, there goes the big timer. Okay, so just conclude a couple things here. What was our thought here? I think we need to get the lumber cutter going again. Except we don't really have the people for that, so I'll scratch that. So what have we got? We've got 1 and 1. Oh, I guess our extra person went into the scavenger here. Yeah, it's okay for the moment. So we have nobody working in the... No, we have 1 person there in the firewood yard. And 1 person scavenging, so we should be able to build that fuel up. And then when we get a few more graduates here, I think the order of business is probably more food. And maybe throw a couple people in the fishing dock here. These things produce a fair amount, especially if you get a nice clean layout. And we have that house there now. Only 1 worker here so far. Okay, so I think that's the order of business. We get a few more people. We'll get this market going. We'll get people working the fish dock. And we'll probably put a dock trader, You know, if we have our land-based traders down this shore here, and we put a dog trader somewhere here, I kind of like to have the traders all in the same general area, because if you're managing the boats and the traders and stuff like that, I don't like to have them all higgledy-piggledy all over the place. Okay, so that sounds like a plan. Okay, so let's do an end of episode summary here. Let's pull up our town arrival. We are near 15. It says we have more homes and families, but as you can see here, we're pretty good for now. And yeah, educated 21%, but we have 5 hearts for health, 4 for happiness. Our food graph is probably going to look, well, I thought that'd be going down, and it is trending slightly down, but we have lots of room to put more people in and plans to do so. So that's okay. We have 378 logs, 180 stone, no iron so far. That's the other thing I should think about doing, is getting an early smelter going here. And I was, as a point too, I was whining about having to go way over here to find hills to put in mines, but I think if I look in here, I think it was Grace that pointed out that I should stop whining, and there's actually places where resources, mines. There's actually mines that'll go in on flat land. Like there's a small iron mine here. Oh, that might need a hill. Yeah, there we go. Iron ore and coal mine. So there's going to be sort of interim things we can do before we get way over here. And there'll be things that I've never done before, so that sort of fits with what I'm trying to push myself to do. Okay, so in that rambling sort of synopsis there, basic message is our town's doing okay. Jake the dog is settled down. The pig timer seems to be working out to keep me on track. And if I can stop derping, it might go well. So that was episode 3 of Banished with megamod 9 in Jake the Dog Town, and I am DerpyMoose99. Thank you very much.